It's time once again for America's favorite show, The Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd, brought to you by drfloyd.com.
This week, starring Maria Bamford as Amelia Earhart and Frank Conniff as Fred Noonan.
The date is July 1st, 1937. The place is a small airport in New Guinea. In one of the airport's hangars sits a Lockheed Model 10 Electra airplane. A man named Fred Noonan works on one of the engines. As he does, a slender woman enters the hangar and approaches the plane. This is the First Lady of Flight, Amelia Earhart.
How does she look, Noonan?
Oh, hi, Amelia. She looks good. Everything is past the pre-flight checklist.
Excellent. We'll be ready to take off at midnight?
Yes, ma'am. I've got all your gear packed on board, ready to go.
You didn't forget the peanuts, did you?
Of course not. Wouldn't want to get another nasty letter from Orville Wright like last time.
Good thing the press didn't find out that forgetting the peanuts was the real reason we had to call off the last flight back in March.
Yeah, the whole blown tire ground loop landing cover you came up with really threw them off the track.
Well, if we're all set here, let's go have a meal at the airport restaurant. Last thing we'll have to eat until Howland Island.
Well, except for peanuts.
Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan walk out of the hangar past an aircraft covered by a giant tarp. What they don't know is that the aircraft under this tarp is an ominous black time and spaceship that is owned by that evil mastermind, Dr. Steve, who is now peeking out from underneath the tarp with his sock-shaped assistant, Fidget.
There she is, Fidget, the reason we came to New Guinea. No, we didn't come for the pigs. That is Amelia Earhart, history's most famous female flyer. Why, she accomplished more aeronautical feats in her lifetime than any man could ever hope to. No, I'm not going to steal her airplane. How would we fit it on our ship? No, I'm going to do something just as devious. You see, tonight, Amelia is taking off on one of the last legs of her attempt to fly around the world. Steal her last leg? Fidget, will you please be serious for a minute? A leg means a part of a trip, and tonight Amelia Earhart will take off to Howland Island, but she will never make it. Well, I'm not going to do anything. You see, history tells us that her plane disappears as she approaches Howland Island, and she is never found. There's a lot of theories as to where her plane wound up, but no one has ever found out the truth. Well, that is, until now. You see, what we're going to do tonight is take off shortly after Amelia Earhart and follow closely behind her. Then we'll know exactly what happens to her plane, and we can jump back to the future and sell that information to the highest bidder. You said it. Now come on, we've got to keep an eye on her.
As Dr. Steve and Fidget slip out from underneath the tarp and slink into the terminal after Amelia Earhart, let's catch up with our hero, the world's most brilliant scientist, Dr. Floyd, his young protege, Dr. Grant, and their faithful robot companion, C.H.I.P.S, who have just landed their time and spaceship at the very same airport. What do you think Dr. Steve is doing here in 1937, Dr. Floyd?
Well, as much as I hope he isn't, I'm sure that he's here to tamper with the last leg of Amelia Earhart's attempt to fly around the world.
Amelia Earhart?
Yes, she was a pioneering pilot known for her persistence, Dr. Grant. She set several records in her career. She set a flight speed record, a flight altitude record.
Yeah, her aviation accomplishments were astounding, and people started calling her Lady Lindy, saying she was the female Charles Lindbergh.
Wow, sounds like quite a lady.
She sure was, Dr. Grant. Amazing and smart and dedicated and charismatic and courageous and beautiful.
Gee, Dr. Floyd, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you have a crush on Amelia Earhart.
I do not, Dr. Grant. Just because she was one of the most perfect women who ever lived does not mean I have a crush on her.
Uh-huh. Then who is that bouquet of flowers for?
Oh, these? For Amelia. But they're just to wish her good luck on her flight. Nothing else. How's my hair look?
Small.
Dagnabbit, knock it off. Come on, we got no time to waste.
Oh, I wondered why he put on so much cologne before we left the ship.
Yeah, he's got the love bug bad. As Dr. Grant and C.H.I.P.S follow the love-struck Dr. Floyd into the terminal, let's turn our attention to a table in the back of the airport restaurant where we find Dr. Steve and Fidget looking over the menus.
Fidget, why is food in airports so much more expensive than regular food? Yeah, you're probably right.
Welcome to the Flying Lady restaurant. Can I take your order?
Yes, I'll have the cockpit Cobb salad with a propeller popover on the side, and my friend here will have the landing gear lasagna.
You want a side of bulkhead breadsticks with that lasagna, kid? Yeah, please. All right, coming right up.
No reason to fly on an empty stomach, eh, Fidget?
As Dr. Steve and Fidget wait for their meal, Dr. Floyd, Dr. Grant, and C.H.I.P.S enter the restaurant and locate Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan sitting at a table.
There she is. She's more beautiful than I ever imagined. It's just not fair.
Oh, what's not fair, Dr. Floyd? The fact that Amelia Earhart is already married?
Well, there's that. But also, in a few short hours, one of history's most wonderful women will disappear somewhere over the ocean, never to be heard from again. Imagine what else she could have accomplished if she'd finished that flight.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that, Dr. Floyd.
Yes, it's not like we can change history or anything.
Yeah, too bad we... Wait a minute, we can change history. We can warn Amelia Earhart about what's going to happen to her.
I don't know about that, Dr. Floyd.
Yeah, you've always said that no matter how painful history is, tampering with it could cause disastrous results.
I said that?
You know you did.
Well, what I meant was that it's not a good idea if just anyone tampers with history. I'm the world's most brilliant scientist, and I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to make sure that Amelia Earhart survives. Now get out of my way.
Hey, Dr. Floyd! Dr. Floyd pushes past Dr. Grant and C.H.I.P.S and heads to the table of Amelia Earhart. Will Dr. Floyd break his own rules and tamper with history? What grave consequences could such tampering have? And what kind of dressing does Dr. Steve want on his cockpit Cobb salad?
Oh, I'll have the runway ranch dressing on the side, please.
Find out in the next exciting season of the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd.